Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach this truth and rule well. Wa Barak Atham unto the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 on down to the sincere men, women, and children that do believe. This is the brother Gabar from the GMS Dallas branch, and this is going to be real quick, just through the spirit. Okay. Basically, on something that I told brothers after camp, you know, we was having a conversation, and Spirit hopped on me to say this. I said it before, but I bring it back up about how Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, should be in the middle of your life, and everything else you got going revolves around Him. All right, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is in the middle, and everything else you got going on is revolving around the Lord. Not the Lord revolving around your work schedule, you know, in that type of sense. All right. It made me think about like how you have the sun, and then you got all these planets where they say, you know, the planets will revolve around it, you know, just keeping it simple, just for this analogy. All right, you got this sun. All right, then you got the planets revolving around. Well, you got to keep Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, them, all right, as that nucleus, as that sun. And everything else you got going on comes after. All right, the scripture says, seek ye the kingdom first. Okay, the scripture says acknowledge Him in all of your ways. So the question is, are you acknowledging Him in all of your ways? You know, something to really think about, you know, in the relationship that you have with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know, are you really putting the Father first before your own needs? You know, and that can come in different forms, you know, of cutting off certain pleasures for a moment, maybe an hour, maybe a day, or whatever, so you can get something done for the Lord. You know, how your day-to-day schedule is, putting the Lord first, you know, praying, first thing you do in the day, you know, stuff like that. Making sure you put Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai first, because that's going to give Him pleasure over you. You know, because if you had a child and they would, every time they thought about you, it was always last minute. You know, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, man, I get to it tomorrow, maybe next week. You know, how would you feel? You wouldn't be real. You wouldn't have a tight, close relationship with that child. But the child that, when you say something and they own it, they like, all right, and then, you know, that's the first thing they go do. And then everything else they do, it just come after that. It falls in line behind that. You'll have great pleasure in that child. You'll be like, yeah, that's my son right there. That's me. You know, I got him. You know, likewise, Yahweh has that same intent for us. All right. Seek ye the kingdom first. Acknowledge Him in all of your ways. Direct your paths. You know, the Lord will direct your path if you acknowledge Him. You know, but you got to acknowledge Him. You got to acknowledge Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Now, if I just type in this word acknowledge, all right, that's probably going to be the title of this. Acknowledge the Lord. But this word acknowledge means, on Google, it says accept or admit the existence or truth of, right? So if you know the existence of the omnipotent power, Yahweh, all right, you're going to fear Him because you know His power. If He truly exists in your mind, which He does, we know the Lord exists, but just saying. All right, if you truly believe that He exists, you're going to show a fear, a reverence to that power, knowing His power, you know. All right, it says, It says recognize the fact or important or quality of. It also says express or display gratitude for or appreciation of, right? All right. So you have to express that gratitude, that appreciation through doing what the Lord told you to do and fearing him above all. It says to give thanks for, salute someone for. All right. It also says confirm receipt of something, show that one has noticed or recognized someone by making a gesture or greeting, right? All right, so you're supposed to recognize the Lord through fearing him. You know, that's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so you're supposed to be acknowledging the Lord in all of your ways, and all that you do, acknowledging that he exists. You know, acknowledging that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai exists, and he is the power to be feared on earth, so you fear him. That's what we supposed to be doing, and that's basically the point. I ain't got to beat a dead horse. You know, that was the point I wanted to stretch across in this video, man. Put the Lord first, and that's gonna help your relationship with the Lord. You and the Lord personally, you putting him first, you putting the Lord over your own pleasures, the stuff that you really want to do. Because, you know, Jake want to wake up, you know, grab the phone, text a woman, go on Instagram, scroll, watch Family Guy, watch Futurama, go eat some shit, lay back down, or whatever, or not get up at all. All right, but we must acknowledge Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, okay? More and more in all of your ways, more and more of your ways, all right? And acknowledging him better and better. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Hey, acknowledge the Lord, because you're going to want the Lord to acknowledge you in Jacob's trouble. You're going to want him to acknowledge you and feed you and help you and have mercy upon you and deliver you and be with you. You're going to want that, but you got to acknowledge him. He said, my servants shall eat. My servants shall rejoice. All right. So that's the thing for the servants, the ones that are serving and acknowledging the Lord now. Okay. So with that, shalom.